I do really appreciate farmers that are doing serious farming in the country, and let me take this opportunity to thank you that you're contributing a lot to the farming section of the country. But first of all, many people have been doing this. Many people have been doing goat farming. Many people have been doing cattle farming. But this is the point that I want you to take very serious. I know farmers do have a lot of experience, and you've been doing goat farming for quite some time. But we have a question for you. Where are we during this period? Where are we as in the number of goats that we have in the country? I find sometimes challenged when I find a farmer and he tells me, Hamiisi, this is not a new business to me. I have experience. I've been rearing animals for quite some time. But when you ask him which number of animals do you have, he's talking about 50. He's talking about 100. So if you've been keeping 100 goats for more than 6 years, you have the experience, I agree. But there is an experience that you need to know, of which you would have a bigger number, or else there is something you're missing in the experience you're talking about. Just because right now in Uganda, to find a person with 1,000 goats, we praise that person and we think he has a bigger number of goats. But actually, in actual senses, in some countries that doesn't even have the kind of grass that we have, they are looking at 10,000 cows, they are looking at 10,000 goats, you know, but for us, we don't even have it. You get it? So dear, what I'm trying to explain to you is that don't say that you have the experience. You have it, but don't say that you have it when you don't have the number. Because me having one goat and then I tell you that, Hamiisi, I have the experience, that doesn't help. But what helps a lot is the number of animals I have. You get it? And the quality of animals that we have. Sincerely, we really need much more power on goat farming. We need more money, more knowledge in goat farming. That's the reason why I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the difference between these hybrids and the local animals is the growth rate. You might have 1,000 goats, or you might have 500 goats or 100, but the time they take to reach the maturity stage or the slaughter weight, an animal would be at least slaughtered at 35 kilograms. But if you have an animal of 3 years and it can only weigh, I think it can only weigh over 15 kilograms, you're not in business. So the experience that you need to share with us is, how do I manage? Some other people say, I have experience, goats cannot be manageable, and I have lost many. Of course, that is an experience, but it's a negative experience. Those who have, what you need from others is, those who have the goats, how do they manage them? You have the experience of losing the goats. Well and good, but you need an experience on how do you manage them and they don't go on the same course of mortality. You get it? Me, I always tell you that goat farming, understand the concept, digest it, then let your body utilize it. Put it in your mind. The reason why some people are really failing is because you don't pay much attention on the management. I told you, 3 things, if you miss one, you're likely to fail. Genetics, nutrition, and management. That is a chain of a successful farmer that you're supposed to follow. But this kind of experience that I've been with many goats for many years, sometime when I go for locals don't die. Then others tell you that the locals died. I had 100, they all died. I had 100 and I still have 100 after 3 years. That is not an experience that is driving us to the right section of getting money out of farming. if you've been having that kind of experience, if you have lost goats, please try to ask those that have not lost. You get it? And they tell you how they do it. You get it? So those are the kind of words I want to hear. I don't want to hear a farmer telling me I will go for locals because locals don't die. Who tells you that locals don't die? There is more farms I've known when they have lost locals, and many of them, they have lost many of them. So there is no an animal that shouldn't die. What we have to do is only and only know what goats want. Let it be hybrids, let it be local. I don't hate locals, but locals needs to be a list. Let those people that have more money can help us to stop the locals and keep it for us. You get it? Like those who are still accumulating money, we need an animal that grows faster, then we get more money. I might be using maybe 20 millions, I stock my goats, they reproduce, I sell, even I can buy more. You get it? But there is those who have bigger monies that don't need to sell all the time. Somebody might not even think about of selling for 5 years. And me, hamiisi, I have to sell because I'm a young man that is looking for money. So many people that I'm trying to bring them in the project so that they can at least utilize the knowledge I give them. They convert that knowledge into practice, and then they make money out of farming. But if you tell me that I should go for locals, I put in, let's say 20 millions. To start getting money out of those 20 millions I've put in locals, I need over 3 years or 2 years. Will I really be doing business? Because if I put 20 millions in local goats, I cannot think about getting money out of those animals, not until they make 2 years, because that's when I think most of them will start coming on heat. And then when they are bred, they also need to take 5 months to produce. That means if I invest 20 millions in local today, to get the money out of those locals, I will need either 2.5 years or 1.5 years. Let's say more so if I've stocked them in 7 months. I don't hate locals, but we need to know which kind of people would invest in locals, and that will definitely help. So let's compare our notes and say, I've been rearing animals for this long time, but what have I benefited? Where have I gone wrong? Come to us who are doing that business or who are doing the same business in a big quantity and we are getting money out of them. Share the notes with us. We shall show you that where you went wrong was here and here. 2, those people who tell us stories, I lost animals, I lost what, just find what made you lose those animals. Then after finding out what was the problem statement of your loss, we can find a solution for you. You don't lose again. But if somebody keeps it in, me I lost, I will never go back in this. My dear, that cannot help. Either find out what could be the problem. What is your problem? How can you be helped? And then you reach on another section or on another level of farming. So thank you very much. But me, winding up by saying we cannot fail to do goat farming in Uganda. We can always panel beat with it. If you don't want losses, if you don't want issues, put vaccination schedule in your line, spraying regime in your line or on your list, then put the management to be the first. I'm telling you, people with poor management, their success is very low. But people with good management, even if the nutrition is not that good, somebody can manage it. Let me give you an example. If you have grass and your animals are feeding very well, the immunity of animals that are feeding well is very high. You might not even have issues with diseases. If an animal has very good nutrition, it can even fight the diseases by itself. You get it? So make sure you have very good nutrition and very good management. If you have very good management, you have no feeds, still the management is not helping you out. But if you have a good manager, you have good grasses, you have good genetics, it can definitely work. But if you have a good manager, you don't have fees.